Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5K, 10K time trial weekly updates. This week I'm coming to you from my local track. It is a Wednesday afternoon and I'm about to do 2x400s, 1x800, then 2x1600s, followed by 1x800 and 2x400s. So kind of a ladder up and a ladder back down. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is week 7 of our 5K, 10K time trial vlog here. And as you can see, once again, we've got Jack, we've got Michael, and I'm here. And we're all very happy to be able to report our progress. But before we jump in, folks, there are actually 3 things now that I think about it that I want to talk about before we jump into our weekly review of training. The first one is this coming weekend. I hope everybody keeps an eye out on my channel because I'm going to be reviewing this incredible shoe. I just went for my first run today in the Saucony Endorphin Speed. And just to kind of spoil the surprise, I love this shoe. It's pretty amazing. If you want the details, tune in Saturday morning and you'll get a whole lot more on that shoe. The second thing I wanted to talk about, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a friend who's been on my channel before, elite female American runner, Natasha Rogers. Has been working incredibly hard for the last 6 months trying to make the A world time standard so that she could qualify as an Olympian for the United States for the 10K distance. 2 days ago, she accomplished that goal of making the A standard, and I couldn't be more proud of her for her. Awesome news. Natasha, I can't wait to see you qualify for the Olympics. Good luck to you in that, but congratulations on what you just accomplished. And the third thing that I wanted to shout out before we get into the details of our training, everybody, is that next Wednesday, which is December 16th, we will be doing a live stream as our last vlog cast before we go into time trial day. So I hope you can all join us. That's Wednesday, December 16th at 8 p.m. Well, all 3 of us will be fielding questions from whoever wants to jump on with us, and we'll be on for about an hour. So with that said, Jack, I'm going to jump over to you, and if you want to provide us the details of your past week's training, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Yeah, the week went pretty well. Continuing to as I see this time trial now looming on the horizon. So each week now is, from the injury to time trial, is the goal is just to keep progressing more and more. And happy to report that I was able to do that last week. I was actually was able to physically run, do something 6 of the 7 days throughout the week. Every day was a run day. With the exception of one, which was a swimming and upper body weight day. So that everything else is good. I'll just quickly share a couple of the runs that was just recently done. Actually, this was one from yesterday morning. It was my Monday morning run, 5 a.m. run. A little bit better this week, a lot more dry this week. There was no torrential downpours, so was able to knock off starting to get back to my normal pace there. So it was a little over a 7 mile run, as you can see, and you can see my pace through each
awesome.
of the different mile marks there, averaging about a 7:51 a mile. So I'm starting to kind of get back into that. The pace that I normally run this sort of distance with. So
Good stuff.
that's really well. The route was a great route. This is a little neighborhood off the main highway here where we kind of ducked off into, and I'm telling you, like right by this lake, as Michael can attest, some really some nice hills there that can really help you push. And so as you can see, the elevation there was kind of really fluctuates, and so that was a little tough spot there. Got back on flat land, dipped down by Michael's house here, and really started to pick up a lot of momentum for a nice strong finish that morning.
That's great.
Then the other one I just want to talk about again, I did another time, or I guess kind of like a leg test 5K, just as we're starting to prepare all this stuff.
Oh wow, that's great.
Is again, I went through another 5K this past Sunday. I kind of upped it up a bit to about maybe a 75% effort. Like I said, everything is going to be a progression where I'm hoping then when we hit race day, I'm able to go full max. I went about 75% here. Again, just very same route that I did last week. 75% effort, felt good. Really felt good that first mile. Intentionally took off mile 2. I pulled back a bit. As you can see, it was all downhill, so I intentionally pulled that back and began to push on the uphill again for the final. So again, you know, a 20, what was it, 22, 42, 17 a mile. Feeling about 75% there. So good news there is like once this run was done, I still felt a lot left in the tank that I could have tuned it up a notch if I needed to. So yeah, with that I'm starting to incorporate some some weights back into the routine, trying to get some 2-a-days in when I can. And yeah, just really trying to make progression each week, trying to keep patient, and looking forward to finishing out this week strong.
That's awesome. I'll tell you what, Jack, seeing those numbers and those numbers accompanied with what you just said, especially that last 5K, and you said you weren't, like you were running about 75% effort. Let me just remind everybody here, the way that the time trial day is going to work on Saturday, December 19th, Michael and Jack are going to be going head to head in the 5K time trial, trying to push each other. Everybody's A goal on that time trial is going to be trying to go sub 20. And I assume everybody's B goal is just going to be trying to achieve a new PB. It looks like we're going to have quite a competition on our hands here. This is I think might shape up to be a pretty exciting little 5K. So, just as encouragement, if you're watching this, make sure you tune in because this is going to be a good one. With that said, Michael, how have your past 7 days been?
Yeah. So my runs were pretty good. I had a solid workout day, a couple easy runs in there. Excuse me. Then I had to push my long run out a couple days, but I had a solid long run, which just so happened to be today. So this was my workout day. I went. I did the Moneghetti fartlek again, which is sort of one of my go-tos, as you know, Paul.
Yeah, I've had fun running those with you.
Yeah, so we can kind of look at it here. So you do 2 reps at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then 4 1 minutes, and then 4 30 seconds, 4 15 seconds. And the idea is to progressively get faster, as you go. So I sort of started around goal 5K pace. So it shows my average pace first 130 to 627. And then I sort of worked my way down from there.
Look at you, man, killing it.
Yeah. So, I did have a little blip here in the 30 seconds, but then I had another blip in the 15 seconds. Those get really tough because your rests are only 15 seconds as well. So, it's like sprint on, sprint off.
Yeah.
But
that's a very impressive workout, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, so the average pace over all the workout was 6:21. So I was happy with that.
You should be. That's really, really something else to see. Wow.
Yeah, and I sort of took the long way to the park and then did my workout at the park and then back home. So it was a total of a little over 5 miles for that.
Very cool.
And then we could take a look at my my long run here, which was today. I did 12 miles, average 8:32 pace. So I actually ran 5 miles sort of back in my neighborhood and through the park, and then I met up with Jack and we did 6 miles down Lake Wiley Road and then through his neighborhood, and then kind of made my way back home. So the first 5 miles were slow, and then we actually sort of turned it on. We ran around marathon pace, at least for me, for about 6 miles. So, right around that 8-minute average. I had some in the 7s. But it was a solid run today. I was very happy with it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you killed it today, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's impressive, Michael. I think you're going to take revenge on that 5K time trial. I think in a huge way. I was a little worried just to add a little depth to the story here, everybody. Michael was feeling a little under the weather this past weekend, which is why he put his long run off until today. But it looks like you lost nothing with that little bout of sickness. It looks like you're more than bounced back. I mean, you're looking just plain solid.
Yeah. I feel good. It was just sort of not great. So I wanted to push it out, but also wanted to get it, super early on in this week. So it wasn't really affecting the actual time trial. So, still, 12 days, 12 days out. So we should be fine with this run.
Oh yeah. You got plenty of time to recover.
Yeah.
Cool, man. That's awesome. So yeah, you guys just killed it this week. I'm so glad to see what you and Jack did this week. Just like I said, it looks like we got a race on our hands, boys. That's awesome. So for me, forgive me, I'm reaching for my phone to try to remember what I did last week. I know Monday was an easy day, 6 miles, nothing to speak of. Just doing easy miles. Here we go. Tuesday, I did 7 easy on the roads. Wednesday was 11 miles total, but I ran 3 miles to my local track. And then my 3 miles there, 3 miles home. But then at the track, I feel like that track workout was a bit of a holding pattern again for me. I haven't been losing the weight in just as timely a fashion as I would have liked to. And I think that is at least part of the reason why I did not perform up to the standards that I wanted to be up to. At any rate, I got over it. Thursday was an easy 7 miles on the road. Friday, I got on my treadmill, did 2 easy miles, then 6 miles at 6:30 pace, and then 2 mile cool down for a total of 10. Saturday for me was 7 easy miles. And then Sunday for me was a 20-mile long run. And I wasn't feeling great about it. So as I told Jack before we turned the recording on for this particular recording, I had my wife drive me 20 miles out of town and drop me off. So I had no choice but to make my way home. So I got the 20 miles done.
Instant
one of my-
motivation.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Because I didn't even get out there. It was a late start. I got out there. I think she took off into the distance at about 2:30 in the afternoon. So I was like, all right, I better get moving because the sun's going to be going down. And if I don't want to get hit by a car, because pretty much the whole trip home was on Highway 21, which for those of you, the vast majority of the people watching this who are not local, is a 2-lane highway with no shoulder, no sidewalks, no nothing. And so if I didn't get home before sundown, I was pretty much roadkill. So
little motivation to pick up the pace.
yeah, exactly. It's funny because I ran like the first 12 miles at like 8 something a mile. And then as the sun started to go down and dusk set in, I kind of picked up the pace. And so the average pace for the whole 20 miles was like 8:01, I think, per mile. So got it done, felt good about it, picked up the pace over what I did for the 19 miles last week. So, and I felt amazingly good afterwards. No soreness, no nothing. I hit Monday feeling great. So there was absolutely no residual fatigue from that 20 miler. So good news there. You know, I don't think I made any fitness gains this week. I think I pretty much held, you know, I didn't do anything impressive at all. So we'll see what happens when we hit the track in a week and a half, everybody. So guys, if there's anything else you wanted to add, any thoughts? This is actually our last sort of roundtable vlog. So next week, as I said, reminder everybody, we'll be doing a live stream. So if there's anything you guys want to add as a final note before everybody gets to see us in a live situation, now's the time.
Yeah, just have your questions ready, I guess. Maybe we can do our best to answer them.
Yeah, I would agree. Would love any sort of you know, tips, motivation. Yeah, we'll take it.
That's awesome. Cool. All right, guys. Well, with that, thank you for being here again. And I guess we'll all talk, not just the three of us, but everybody who's watching this has the opportunity to talk with us next week. So thank you. Thank you again. And mark your calendars. With that, everybody get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. Peace out. Bye-bye.